with the legs crossed, hands on your knees, palms facing down. Just rotate the shoulders a couple of times. Take a deep breath in and fully out. And it feels okay with you, close your eyes and just focus the attention on the breath. Deep inhalations through the nose and exhalations through the nose. Keep that nice rhythm between inhalations and exhalations. And as you keep breathing, I invite you to visualize the flow of the air that comes into your body through the nose. Visualize it as it travels all the way down through the throat, all the way down toward your lungs. Visualize your lungs expanding, filling with nourishing air. And now visualize the air traveling all the way back from your lungs, all the way up through the throat, through the nose, coming out of your body, covering everything that your body no longer needs. And again, as you keep this nice rhythm between inhalations and exhalations, please keep your mind still. There will be thoughts, maybe work-related, maybe family-related, even trouble-related, that will jump into your mind. But it's up to you to acknowledge these thoughts and very politely push them away. Make this space a safe space just for you, for your yoga practice, for your physical and mental well-being. Just a few deep breaths more in here. And very gently, with the next inhalation, invite the awareness back into the body. Once again, rotate the shoulders. In your own pace. Change direction now. And whenever you are ready, open the eyes. Okay, so the first pose for tonight is called the deer pose. I think you're going to be okay for the way the mats are placed. Let's start placing the feet on the floor, keeping the feet apart, and then place the hands behind you, just to warm up the hips. Let's drop the knees from one side to the other. Can I ask you to basically give your back to the wall? Yes. But keep sitting on the mat. Perfect. So feet a little bit wider. Good. You should be fine there. So from here, we all drop the knees toward the left side. Ensure you draw 2 90-degree angles with your legs and square the torso toward the left knee. Watch the cup. Much better. Okay, deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward, ensure you have the knee in the very middle of the chest. And then feel free to support your head with a bolster, with hands, with a block, whatever is easier for you. Is everybody okay with adjustments? Can you? So 90-degree angle and 90-degree angle. Option to keep your eyes closed. And if you need to, feel free to make tiny little adjustments. Remember that the more comfortable you are, the easier it will be to release tension into the pulse. Just a few deep breaths more in here. Fully in through the nose and fully out. The last few deep breaths in here. And gently, with the next inhalation, place the hands on the floor and push the chest all the way up. Make your way back to the center. Feet on the floor, apart, hands behind you, and again, we drop the knees from one side to the other. Just 2 more rounds. And back to the center. Ready for the second side. So now we drop the knees toward the right side. Once again, check the alignment. 2 90-degree angles with your knees. And then we square the torso toward the right knee. Ready to fold forward. And again, it's up to you to support the forehead, maybe your elbows, whatever. With a blanket, with blocks, with a bolster. And enjoy the next 3 minutes. into deer pose. Once again, keep your mind still. And just remember that every moment of every day is a chance to make a fresh start. Each moment is an opportunity to pause. Each moment is an opportunity to help, to apologize, or to listen. Each moment is an invitation to revisit your intentions and to begin again. The last 2 deep breaths in and out. And again with the next inhalation, please push the chest all the way up and make your way to the center. Just for one more round, let's place the hands behind you and drop the knees from one side to the other. And back to the center. Next pose is called the caterpillar. We only have to extend the legs. Little tip, take off the fleshy part underneath your palm. And it's very important that you keep the toes pointing up and possibly the toes together. If you struggle in reaching your feet, we have a very good friends here. So there's no shame in using it. Take a deep breath in with me. And exhaling, fold forward. Ensure you keep the neck nice and neutral, looking toward your knees. And we are going to spend here 3 minutes, which is quite a lot of time. And I invite you all, with each exhalation, to try to release tension and see if you can fold forward every time a little bit more, even a fraction of a milliliter. Ensure there's no tension in your shoulders. Just keep breathing and enjoy where you are right now. The last few deep breaths in here. Take just one deep breath more with me. And out. And as you inhale, it's time to release caterpillar pose. So come all the way up with the chest. Bend the knees one more time. How do you feel your lower spine? Does it feel okay? Next pose is called the shoelace. And we start placing the right knee on the floor, left knee on top of it. And we are basically sitting between the heels. Too much? Okay. Can you make double pigeon? One shin on the floor, one on top of it. Yeah, and use a block. If it becomes painful, use a block to support the knees. Otherwise, if you can get in shoelace pose, good. And we have options here. We can keep the spine straight with the fingertips down in the spine. Nice. But if you want to go deeper, we can fold forward. And we can use the bolster to support the forehead. Right knee on the floor. And left on top. That's great. We never stress this enough. Just keep that nice rhythm between inhalations and exhalations. Very quickly, focus your attention on the hips. Ensure there's no tension in there. Focus the attention on your knees. Allow them to feel heavy. Focus the attention on your shoulders and keep them soft. And I now invite you all to mentally repeat as a mantra, I am enough. I am enough. Ready to take the last 3 deep breaths in here. And with the next inhalation, time to come all the way up with the chest, remove the bolster, and get out of the pose. You might need to extend your legs and shake them, maybe massage them, whatever feels better to you, before we get into the second side. And we now bend the left knee and we place it on the floor, and we place the right on top of it. So we are sitting between the heels and you have your variation. Again, remember we have the option to stay here because this is already quite intense at the level of the hips. But if you want to go deeper, plenty of option. Again, if it's okay with you, I invite you all to mentally repeat as a mantra, I am enough. I am enough. Just a few deep breaths more in here. And with the next inhalation, will be time to lift the chest all the way up. Remove the bolster and release softness pose. We're going to place the feet apart. One more time, hands behind you. And we drop the knees from one side to the other. We worked quite a lot on the hips from this seated position. Good, back to the center. Now, if you can cross your legs, see if you can roll over your knees, making your way into tabletop. Ensure the hands are underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Ready for 3 rounds of calf and cat pose. Ever so slowly. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, stick the bottom up as much as you can. Exhale, push the tailbone down. One more, in and out. And then release to a neutral spine. It's time now to look after our lower spine. So place the knees slightly wider than hips width. Big toes touching behind you. Sit on the heels. Preparation for child pose. So if you want to place the forehead on the floor or you want to use the bolster to support your chest, you find your own way to be comfortable. Enjoy child pose for the next few minutes. If you need to, slightly move your hips in order to go deeper and deeper into the pose, but please ensure you completely decompress the lower spine. Stay still with your mind. And as you enjoy this child pose, I just want to guide you into a quick forgiveness meditation. So if you're struggling with your feelings of being hurt by someone, see if you can practice this silent forgiveness meditation. Bring to mind the person you want or you need to forgive. It might be a relative, it might be a friend, a co-worker, or even yourself. Notice any negative judgments or thoughts that arise, and silently say to this person, I forgive you. If you could have done better in that moment, you would have. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you are condoning what they did or releasing them from the consequences of their action. It means you are releasing yourself from resentment and anger. Forgiveness can be a difficult practice, and it might help to repeat this exercise a few times. Then just a few deep breaths in here. With the next inhalation, once again, time to lift the chest all the way up. Remove the bolster if you're using it. And then make your way again into tabletop. Just bring the knees slightly closer. Shake the hips. From here, we draw two big circles with the hips in one direction. The wider, the better. And two more into the other one. Back to the center and ready for 3 more rounds of cows and cat. Again, ever so slowly. Inhale and arch the spine, look up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale and feel the stretching from the chin all the way down to the pubic bone. Exhaling, push the tailbone down. One more, in and out. Release to a neutral spine. And from this tabletop position, preparation for pigeon pose. So we place the right knee between the hands. Back leg extended. And I'm sorry, I should have said this before. I encourage. What is the blow? Oh, it's here. Sorry. I encourage everyone to feel the right sitting bone and place a block at that level. This won't stop you from going deeper into the pose. It just makes the pose easier to be held for 3 minutes. Then play with the front shin. In an ideal world, it should be parallel to the short edge of the mat, but this is quite advanced, so don't push too much. Find a good compromise. How do you feel? Hips squared. Can you balance? You can balance. Hands on the floor. Ready to melt the chest toward the floor, and then feel free to use a block to support the forehead, maybe the blanket, maybe the bolster, whatever is easier for you. And enjoy the next 3 minutes into pigeon pose. If you need to, feel free to gently move the hips from one side to the other. See if you can get deeper and deeper into the pose. The last few deep breaths in here. And with the next inhalation, place the hands on the floor and push them toward the floor in order to raise the chest. Tap the toes of the back foot under, extend the back leg, and step back into tabletop. Gently shake the hips, just to be sure that they are still attached. They are in the right place. I know there is a lot of hips in my classes. And we are ready for the second side now. So left knee between the hands. Again, feel the left sitting bone now and place the block right underneath it to support it. Ensure the back leg is extended. And let's play with the front shift. Find your edge. Whenever you're happy, show me if you can balance. And this tells me if the hips are in line. And then melt the chest toward the floor. And enjoy. If it is okay with you, keep mentally repeating, I am enough. And meaning it, because it's true. You are enough. Your presence, your worries, your love, your mistakes, your hugs, your sorries, your smiles, your tears, your kisses, your failures, your joy. It's all enough. You don't need to be anyone or anything but you. So keep telling yourself, I am enough. On the next inhalation, time to place the hands on the floor and lift the chest all the way up. Tap the toes, back foot, extend the back leg, and we are back into tabletop. Again, shake your hips. Let's go quickly into one final round of cows and cat. Inhale and exhale. Neutral spine, and let's draw one more circle with the hips in one direction. And then change direction. Very good. Now we cross the legs behind us and see if we can roll again over the knees and make your way laying down on your spine. Option 2, support your head with a blanket. To begin with, let's hug the knees into the chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can reach your knees with the forehead. And release the head on the floor, release the shoulders down. We now stretch the arms out. We draw a 90-degree angle with the legs, with the knees bent, and then we drop the knees toward the right side. We now look toward the left thumb. Time to close the eyes and to enjoy spinal twist for the next 3 minutes. And with each exhalation, see if you can twist the torso a tiny little bit deep. We aim to place the right knee on the floor and the left shoulder. Keep your mind still. Just enjoy where you are right now. With the next inhalation, it's time to push the knees all the way up to the center. Readjust. Again, spread the arms out. And now we place the knees toward the right side. Look toward the opposite direction. Last a few deep breaths here into spinal twist. And as you inhale, it's time to lift the knees and bring them back to the center. Once again, hug the knees into the chest. And then just release your knees apart. See if from the inside of your legs you can reach for the big toe or the foot or the leg, whatever is easier for you. Then rest the head on the floor, relax the shoulders, and you have the option to stay still or to rock from one side to the other into happy baby pose. We won't stay here too long. Just massage the lower spine. Few deep breaths more. And then gently release the feet. Place the feet on the floor, keeping the knees bent, and just the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees down toward the sides. Again, we won't stay in reclined butterfly too long because it tends to be quite a painful pose, but we can hold it for at least 5 deep breaths. Allow your knees to feel heavy. Very good. Now place your hands on your knees and gently push them up. We're getting ready for the final Shavasana, and I invite you all to place the bolster, but this is optional, underneath your knees. Support your head with a blanket, unless you want to take over with a blanket. And we can also use this lovely eye pillow to cover the eyes. Then ensure the toes are pointing out and just relax the arms alongside the body with the palms facing up. And once again, enjoy exactly where you are right now. Just use this opportunity to recharge, to recover some energy, and allow the whole body to completely surrender. It's been a long day. Allow the body and the mind to enjoy this peace. Let's scan the body one more time, starting from your feet. Ensure toes, soles of the feet, heels are nice and soft. Relax the shins, the thighs. Completely relax the pelvic area, the abdomen. Relax fingers, hands, arms. Take a deep breath in with me. And as you exhale, completely abandon chest and shoulders on the floor. Soften the throat, soften the jaw, soften every muscle in your face. And right here, right now, I invite each and every one of you to express gratitude simply for your body. This beautiful, miraculous machine. The way your body works is a miracle. The way your body heals is a miracle. So, as a daily exercise. Please live your life loving yourself and respecting your body. Nobody else can do it. With the next inhalation, it's going to be time to invite the awareness back into the body. So gently start moving your toes, move your fingers, turn your head from one side to the other. Take a deep breath in and stretch the arms over your head. And whenever you're ready, hug the knees into the chest. From here, drop your knees toward the right side. Have a couple of deep breaths more in recovery position. And in your own time, make your way up to sitting. With your legs crossed. Hands in prayer at the heart center, eyes closed. I'm sending you my gratitude. Thank you for sharing your time, your vibes, your energy with me. And please repeat loud after me. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. Hands to the third eye. Namaste, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.